Today I'm working with the Roland System-1 synthesizer, along with a reactor-based recall system. System-1 is basically a 2-oscillator synth with an LFO, ring modulator, and filter and amplitude envelopes. It may seem like a simple synth, but there are just enough knobs, sliders, and buttons to make a huge variety of sounds. Roland has given me the ability to save 8 patches, and I can switch between them, even when the arpeggiator is active. Unfortunately, there is no easy way to see the settings for these patches or share them with other System-1 musicians. Since I'm a big fan of Reaktor, I figured it would be nice to have a Reaktor instrument that could capture my System-1 patches, show me their settings, and enable me to export and share them. I have my System-1 connected to my Mac with USB and my Reaktor and MIDI settings set up to send and receive MIDI. Under File, Audio and MIDI Settings, MIDI, you'll see my System-1 input is turned on and my system output is turned on. When I turn a knob on the System-1, the corresponding knob inside of the Reaktor instrument changes. You'll see the low-pass filter cutoff, resonance, and envelope knobs are changing. Likewise, if I change a knob inside of the Reaktor instrument using the mouse, the sound on the System-1 changes. My Reaktor buttons react as they do also on the System-1. That includes the mono, unison, and poly button. When it blinks on the System-1, it blinks inside of the Reaktor instrument. I've included a Reaktor oscilloscope in my ensemble so that I can see what's going on. This is one of the advantages of using Reaktor for this sort of project. Reaktor includes the capability of saving snapshots and even morphing between them. I've set up a few snapshots to demonstrate. My init patch resets the System-1 to a simple ramp wave. And here's a square wave, or close to it. And if I turn the knob using the mouse, I can bring in a little bit of ramp into that square. Now that we have the ability to change sounds via real or virtual knobs, things could go out of sync. Fortunately, Roland has given me the ability to send the position of all the knobs, buttons, and sliders as a batch from the System-1 to the Mac. To do this, I hold down the manual button on the System-1. Now all the buttons, knobs, and sliders inside of my Reaktor instrument match the hardware System-1 knobs, buttons, and sliders. And once I found a sound that I like, I can save this as a Reaktor snapshot, then export that snapshot as a Reaktor preset. To do this, I select Save Preset As from the File menu. This will create an NRKT file that I can save on other computers or share with other musicians. To create a snapshot or save an entire bank, I need for Reaktor to be in edit mode. Then I can choose Save Bank from the Edit menu. This will create an SSF file that I can also share. You can download this Reaktor instrument from Native Instruments' Reaktor user library. Search on System-1 and you should find it. Or connect to this URL. for my most recent version of the System-1 recall instrument, along with my updated collection of snapshots. Have fun!